the waiting rooms will be good. All right, all right. Well, I hope everybody's had a great Tuesday. It's been crazy. I said this morning on our Coaches Corner call. First of all, I welcome all of you that tune in. Myself and Coach Myra Miles does a call every Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. Central Time Zone. And it's about a 10-minute call, just kind of to kick your day off. We choose a word and we go with that word, and it's just meant for, we're all out there thriving, going after it, doing things, and this is just a great community. So I challenge you, if maybe somebody could share or put the information in the chat section where I personally want to invite, and I know Coach Myra Miles as well, and you could be our guest on the Coaches Corners every Monday through Friday. So here was the reason for the call tonight. So I put this Zoom together, Jordan. I see Jordan in my screen. I put this Zoom together because we just had some really crazy announcements, like crazy good. I feel like for the last year now, it's kind of like ARIIX is just it's one present, one unwrapping after another. And what I've realized is this is their disruptive concept to doing business in the industry. It's to keep it alive, to keep it not mundane and not normal and not, how many of y'all like a change up? Some people like the same every day, no change. But you know what? It's fun to have change ups too. And we've been having a lot of change ups, a lot of good things happening. And this company was on a move to do some crazy things this year by itself. And yesterday, as we all know, we had a huge announcement about this company joining forces with New Age Beverage, New Age Bev. Obviously, it's traded right now on the market. We're going to talk about that in a little bit. But it's just going to bring about a lot of opportunity for all of us, okay? I like to address it. One thing about it, you can rest assured, I've been working in the field for almost a decade, okay? So anytime corporate rolls out something, it's always like, well, what's in it for me in the field? Like what does this benefit us, And I'll tell you, we have a lot of opportunity that has already happened that we can grab a hold of, but we've got a lot of opportunity to come. And tonight I asked a special, well, first of all, he's a dear friend in my life. I've worked with him for almost a decade in this industry. And his name is Justo Nunez. And for a lot of you, you might not have met Justo Nunez yet, or maybe you have, but he comes with decades of experience. Okay. Now I'm not trying to age him. I'm just trying to tell you that he's owned his own company as a vendor in the industry of network marketing. He has worked at a very high level as a senior vice president of marketing, of brand development, of event planning, and just so many facets of the game. Well, ARIIX recognized it when we merged, that they said, we want you to be a huge part of the marketing from a global platform for ARIIX. And the team is just doing, raise your hand if you can see some of the things, the video, some of the things since Justo and the staff has been together. They're just putting out things from marketing, from branding to the videos. But he's also, I wanted to bring him on here tonight, and I got a couple of questions for him to kind of cue it up, but he needs no introduction, and he could just go for it right now because he knows exactly where we're headed. But he's also, I want you to understand that he's also been in the field long enough that he thinks like a distributor too. it's really fun to work with him because, you know, not many times do you get a marketing person, branding person that also like really relates to the field. And so I brought him on tonight because all these new announcements, all this new stuff, I want you to hear firsthand what's in it for you. Okay? What's in it for you? Why should you be excited about this? So without further ado, he's coming in from his home office in North Carolina. And again, dear friend of mine, partner of mine, and I've just watched him over the years do so many things for so many people. Justo Nunez, thank you for all you do and all your service to ARIIX Nation. And thanks for being here with us tonight.
Yeah, thanks very much, Brent. Thanks for asking me.
Yeah,
Happy
absolutely.
to see you. Happy to see all these faces, many of which I know, some of which I don't. But again, everything we do is for all of you, no matter whether I know you or not.
Well, thanks so much. And you came in live yesterday to a huge group of people in Utah that we had. And you were talking, I think let's kick it off maybe. I've got some, if you're okay with it, I've got some questions for you that I think everybody from the field side it will have an interest in. But you talked about new tools that the staff is working on, that the executive team's working on, that is coming down the pipeline. You know, could you maybe spend a little time on that?
Sure, absolutely. I mean, the first thing you have to understand is that just like Limu, ARIIX really feels that it's a distributor first, rep first organization. And so, as an example, and which I mentioned yesterday, in March, and it may predate a lot of you, but in March they sent out a rep survey to get a feel from the reps as to what was working, what could be improved, what they were looking for from marketing. And really the survey was, what are you looking for from every department? So I got the marketing information, and our team did, but IT got information, operations got information, you know, the accounting group got information. So basically we analyze, we basically take all the information. And by the way, the information comes from every country that ARIIX is in. So it isn't just North America. It's what everybody is looking for. And what they were looking for was better processes, more exciting social media, more videos, and clearer sales tools. So those were like the top four, and that's what we're focused on right now. What's coming down the pike has to do with all of those. Probably the biggest project and the longest project, because it takes a long time to redo a website. We're redoing the ARIIX.com website, which means we're redoing every part of it. Probably in the next month, you're going to see a new blog. The new blog will have articles from ARIIX in the past, but from other brands as well over time. There'll be a better shop flow. That'll be just an easier way to shop. Most importantly, there's going to be one replicated site. At Limu, you had iamlimu.com, and it was basically a representation of the corporate site. So every promoter was selling exactly and sharing the story exactly the way the company was doing it. And that's what we want to see at ARIIX as well. So we'll go from probably a dozen replicated sites to one. Now, a website takes time, so that will not happen until probably the first quarter next year. But it's in process. Videos, you've already seen new videos 1 and 2. We're finishing up video 3. Of course, we diverted from video 3 because we did the Now's the Time video. And we also did the Anthem video that was shown yesterday as part of the launch with New Age. So we're doing video 3, and then we're also, last week, I mentioned that in yesterday's meeting, last week we shot footage for what we call hero product videos. So you take the hero product for Slenderize, or obviously the drops. So we'll do a video on the drops. We'll do it for Elite and MOA, for the Purity water bottle, for whatever the lead product is in every brand, we'll do a specific video for that. And we have a whole video landscape that we'll flesh out over the next year. So there'll be videos on all the brands. I think Limu was known for having great video. And we want that to be the same case at ARIIX. So there's a lot of new stuff coming down the pike. We redid the whole product fact sheet information system. And so every time there's a new project, new product, those are updated and those are all available on the website. So again, we're trying to really create tools that are useful for the field. I mean, that's all it was about. And frankly, we learned that at Limu. Gary was a distributor CEO, and he always drilled into us what we're doing this for is for the promoters. And so ARIIX feels exactly the same way. As a matter of fact, they take it to the next level. They want us in marketing to highlight reps as rock stars. So you're going to see in the future, you're going to see opportunities for reps to interact with our social media, to provide their own visuals and tie into our process. So they're part of it. You can kind of see that if you go to the ARIIX Instagram page, a lot of those photos that are being shown on Instagram are photos that our representatives have taken, put on their Instagram page, and then we grab them and put them on the corporate page. So there's always an opportunity for you to be part of the ARIIX Instagram page too. Those are just some of the things we're working on right now that'll really kind of drive the representative success over the next year.
Yeah, and we were blown away, Justo. First of all, thanks for all of your efforts to do this. One of the things, the crowd erupted yesterday. I know all of you are muted today, but I'll just call it what it is. They were, people that had been in ARIIX for, 6-7 years that erupted when Justo started talking about just a better shopping experience, Ronnie. Just if you get ready to enroll a distributor, just a very simple way to enroll, a very simple way for somebody to come in and become a customer or become a representative. How many of you would be excited to see that right there? Well, that's the things that Justo and the staff and the executive team is putting together. And I'm going to say this tonight, and I'm going to say it a few times. When a masterpiece is coming together, we've got one job. We got two jobs. Dance through it and don't quit. Dance through it and don't quit. And one of the reasons I brought Justo on is because Justo's just, he's a man of integrity, and you can rest assured these things are coming your direction. So you already have a video 1, you already have a video 2, you're going to have a video 3 to kind of finish off that piece, to be able to work with people. You're going to have better tools coming your way. It takes time. It takes time. We said yesterday from the front of the room, we can all find stuff to wish we had sooner. Learn to work with what we got and know that good is coming, okay? And Justo and the staff is bringing that together. But I also want you to hear something else from Justo. Now, he's worked with owners for years and years in this industry. Yesterday, we announced a CEO from New Age Beverage. His name was Brent Willis. Guys, I've had the pleasure over the last year to sit in a round table with Dr. Fred Cooper, with Mark Wilson, with the rest of the owners of ARIIX. I'm blown away with their abundance building mindset, with their forward thinking, and for truly wanting to create a disruptive opportunity that no other company has in our industry. And they're proving it. They're proving it in numbers. They're proving it in going up in ranks in the direct sales industry. They proved it yesterday when Dr. Fred Cooper said, we will approach, if not hit, $1 billion by the end of this year. I thought that was profound. And then he said, we have $1.5 million, I'm sorry, 1.5 billion in new companies raising their hands saying, we want to be a part of the house of brands. And he said, I'm not saying all of those are going to become ARIIX, but we've got a $1.5 billion worth of business sitting in the queue for us to look at if we want to bring them on board. This company is going to be huge. But I want Justo, and this is kind of my last thing, Justo, and thank you for being here. I know it's late your time, but Brent Willis, new addition to us, at least in the field, new CEO. What do you think about him? I know you've worked with him now for a little bit of time, but also where this company is going for us, that we should have our running shoes on right now, out there sharing like never before. I'll let you kind of take it from there.
Yeah, let me speak to Brent Willis specifically. I have been in corporate for 17 years. I had my own company too for 15 years, and then I worked at Limu for 12. So I've been around the block quite a bit. I worked with a lot of CEOs. That was my benefit of having 17 years of corporate. I was able to feel very comfortable working with anybody from the promotion assistant right up to the CEO. I've worked with a lot of CEOs in my time. I will tell you that Brent Willis is probably the most accomplished CEO I've ever talked to. His background from being a West Point cadet, being in the service, working around the world, being given opportunities by huge companies like Kraft Foods and Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola made him the youngest president in Latin America. I knew one other CEO that was very successful because he took advantage of opportunities put in his path, and specifically advantages of opportunities that were in international markets. Because a lot of people in the US don't want to work in another country. But those that do show something about themselves, something that says, I'm going to take advantage of the opportunities in front of me. And that's what I see in Brent Willis. And when he spoke to us, okay, this is not just with the reps. When he spoke to us, he really meant it when he said, I want everyone to succeed. I will carry you with me if I have to, but I want to show you how to succeed. And what the company is doing is very instructive, just like Brent said. And Brent Willis, I'm going to get my Brents confused, but Brent Willis said this yesterday on a call, that at an uncertain time like we have now, a lot of companies feel vulnerable. They may be $50 million companies. They may be $75 million companies. But in this storm that we're in right now, with the pandemic, the economic issues, all of that going on, everybody's facing the same storm. And so what you want to do is have a bigger boat. When he made that point, it really struck me that Mark Wilson has been talking for a long time, and it's been proven lately, that there are companies lined up, just as Brent Palmer just said. Companies have been lined up to join ARIIX. Why? Because of the momentum ARIIX has. And that was before New Age. Now you've got two companies, and 2 + 2 doesn't equal 4 here. It's going to equal 10, 15, or 20, because there are going to be more and more companies, more and more categories, more and more products, more and more opportunities for reps. When you say, well, what's in it for me as a representative, you look at a company that's strong, powerful, profitable, and a company that's growing by leaps and bounds. That's based on strategy, and Brent Willis has done it in other fields, in other major corporations. I know he's going to do it here. It is a specific strategy to offer more. You know, we've been saying you're going to get everything you have and more. It's true. Just last month in June, added Limu full-time, Shannon in Indonesia, Mavi. These are brands and companies with products that will come into the ARIIX fold that'll be available to you over the course of the next 90, 180 days. But there are other companies lined up, just like those three that were triggered in June. You're going to see probably new companies every quarter, which means every quarter there's an opportunity for news. You know, one of the things Gary Racer always said is it's good to give the field something new every 90 days. Isn't that right, Brent?
That's right.
Well, ARIIX is going to be doing that on a nonstop basis. New Age and ARIIX are going to be doing that because they're going to be bringing new companies, new products, and new opportunities to you. That's just a fact. So right now, what I would do, and Brent mentioned getting your running shoes on, yeah, it's a sprint right now, because the more you build now, the more you'll be able to take advantage of as these new companies come into the fold. And that's just going to keep happening, I believe, every quarter. That's why our team's so excited. You know, it isn't just me. We have a dozen people just on the U.S.-based marketing teams, and then there are probably another dozen people in China, Japan, North America, and also in Europe. So we're all working for the same goal, and that's why the company is has so much momentum right now. I get reports every day on the sales by hour, and I can see it. I can see it. The US is way up. Europe is way up. Other markets like Mexico is double in size. So there's just this powerful momentum, and it's based on the company's strategy of growth through acquisition and through providing more of everything, brands, categories, products, to the reps.
Justo, thank you so much. That's, you know, just validation. And let me tell you something. I go back. The reason Justo Nunez is on the call today is I've worked with him for almost a decade. He doesn't say anything unless he knows it to be true. And this company, we were talking today, and Justo said, I'm blown away. I'm blown away with Scott, with Brent Willis, with where ARIIX is going, with the disruptive mentality. And I want you to know tonight, as we close, that you're on here because we want to communicate with you. We want to let you know that now's the time, okay? It's not just a cliche saying. You know, I've heard companies talk about a paradigm shift before, but you see, Justo Nunez would look at you and tell you, we're on a paradigm shift. When you got a paradigm shift is when a company decides to do something disruptive and make a change in the industry. Apple did it years ago with the iPhone. No other company could catch them, okay? ARIIX is doing something no one in direct sales can do and has done. Bringing companies on board, not messing with the downlines, allowing them to come into their compensation plan, allow them to take part in other product lines. And here's what I'm here to tell you tonight, okay? You're going to see a company explode not 10 years from now, okay? You're going to see a company that is exploding as we speak. I mean, today we're over $500 million, okay? By the end of the year, we'll be approaching, if not already hit, $1 billion, okay? With more companies coming on board to be in our house of brands. So what does that mean for you and me? Well, what it should tell me and you is we can't get distracted by the noise of new things coming in, okay? Now, this is where I'm coaching you right now. I wanted you to hear from Justo because this is what's coming to you and me. But what we can't do is every time a new company comes on board or every time new products happen, we're all over the place and we don't know where to move. Has anybody ever felt like that before? I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say. Well, here's what I'm here to tell you tonight. Say something. Say something. Like tonight, I'm here to tell you, make a list. Do you realize you can enroll someone in this business for $24.95 one time and they're a rep? You can put them on auto ship. Did you realize that? Okay, that's, in our day and world, that's not too complicated. And then they can pick a pack. They can pick an experience pack or a transformation pack or one of our packages that allows them to partake in all the financial opportunities and start to use the products and get on their transformation. So we know how to enroll people, but what we got to do is we just got to make the contact. We got to make the connection, okay? I'm in Utah right now, okay? I'm in Utah right now because I have somebody coming in to meet with me tomorrow. And you know how it started? It started with just me on my phone texting them going, we've got to talk. It wasn't we've got to talk. And then I just said, ARIIX is blowing up. Let me tune you in. And this person started getting on Zooms as a guest, wouldn't show their face. Got on the call. I just was plugging them in, dripping on them, showing what we were doing, putting some things, shooting them over a message of Husto Nim's new video. And tomorrow, he's coming right here to Utah. Now, that's not bragging on myself. You all have those people in your circle. So here's what I would do. The whole game plan, the whole play to ARIIX is get in and get forward and show them how to get forward and show them how to get forward and show them how to get forward and start to build a distribution channel of reps using the products every month. Okay? So all that we should be focused on right now is excited about Husto's comments about new tools coming, about a CEO that he goes, guys, this guy's off the chart. Like he's going to, with the rest of ARIIX executive team, they're going to take this company to the stratosphere. If you got you a little stock in this company, congrats, because it's going to move. Okay? But here's the thing. He knows that. So what's our job? Our job's really simple. That's what Husto and myself has learned over the years from Gary Racer. Our job's simple in the field. We got to talk. We got to share with the world around us. And so my challenge to you, and that's why I didn't want to wait to do a call, my challenge to you is go, hey, try to get 4 new people involved. Try to go gold all over again. You go, Brent, I've done it before. I've done it 6 times. You know what? You've never done it in a time where ARIIX is right now. Now, there's going to be 3 type people. I'm telling you, there's going to be 3 type people. There's going to be the person that goes out there, puts their running shoes on and goes, I believe it's coming. Maybe I don't have all the tools I want right now. Maybe my shopping experience ain't exactly the way I want it, but I'm going to trust Husto and I know it's coming. So I'm going to put my running shoes on right now and I'm going to attack. I got my boat in the water. I'm going to row the boat because I know this company is going to grow to $1 billion and beyond, and I don't want to miss the wave. There's going to be that person. There's going to be the person that complains. The shopping experience is not what I want. The top on my bottle broke in shipping and I am mad. How many has heard those people before? You know, I've talked to all my people. I can't talk no more. I don't know anybody. Excuses, okay? There's going to be people that make excuses and they miss it. And then there's going to be people that wait. I'm just going to wait till we're perfect. Do you know those type people? Listen, I'm going to just wait till Husto and the staff brings everything out and it's just perfect for me to build. Don't be that person. Be the person that's going to charge right now. I promise you I'm going to charge right now. Okay? I'm going to go get me 4 new. I'm going to show them how to get 4 new. And I'm going to enroll them on a $24.95 boss, put them on 100 points of auto ship, and pick a pack for them to join this business. And then we're going to make them a list, and we're going to go get 4 people for them. Okay? And then on the backside, every time I can chip away and buy another piece of stock, I'm going to buy it. Because Husto said it best today. How many of you's got a college football team that you're a fan of, or a pro football team you're a fan of, or a high school football team you're a fan of? Yeah, Green Bay Packers, man, I love the Green Bay, Dallas Cowboys. But you go there to the game, you dress up in their colors, and you got ownership. Like you feel a part. Well, let me tell you, that's what the stocks gives us. Whether it's 1 share for a couple of dollars, or it's 150,000 shares. It's I got some ownership in this company I love, in these products I love, and in this vision for where we're going. And I'm going to get it in the rinse and the wash. That's what I said this week. Now, I'm just a football coach. It's a country boy. They said, Brent, what does this mean to you to be able to build a business and also take advantage of stock options? And I said, well, for me, that just means we can build it in the rinse and we can build it in the wash. And that's just the best of both worlds for me in the field. So thank you. That was my comment. So my point being is, there's a lot of things that going public is going to help us with. More ability to expand quicker, more cash flow to be able to bring companies on at a better rate to bring the best products to you and me. The best videos, the best marketing teams, the best everything, because the capital is going to be there to do it. But it still goes back to one thing. All the noise is going on around us. This company's like this. What does Brent Palmer got to do? He's got to go get a couple of more people and teach them how to get a couple of people. Teach them how to get a couple of people. And as this thing goes into momentum, you're going to see that get bigger, and it's going to seem easier because you're in motion at a time when the company is at the right place, right time in this industry. It's called momentum. It's an amazing thing. But as I close tonight, I gotta tell you this. I'm gonna go back to paradigm shift. And I've said this all weekend. I'm going to say it again. I said it on the A-Team. They had me on, I can't remember, A-Team or the live, ARIIX Live tonight. I'm not sure what it was. Something like that, ARIIX Live. And I told them tonight, I said, listen, there's never been a time in our world, okay? Just think about this now. Think about this. Common sense. Let's all be, just go into our common sense place. There's never been a time in our world where health and wellness has ever been thought of so highly. Like people want the best for their bodies right now. Immune system, functioning. They want to lose weight. They want more energy. They want to sleep good at night. They want to operate at an optimal position because of where our world is today. Agree or disagree? Guys, it's through the roof. Health and wellness is growing leaps and bounds. Think about what we got in ARIIX. Think about the companies that's coming on board. Think about the house of brands. It's a paradigm shift that no other company's doing like we're doing. Now, direct to the consumer, guys, we are going, and Husto we don't have time to get into it. We're going to do some innovative, disruptive things in the industry that no one else is doing that's going to bring direct to the consumer. It's all going to be on steroids. Listen, there's a thing out there called omni-channel. You're going to hear more about that. There's just a lot of things that's going to take place in a time and day where the world wants their products and they want everything they're purchasing online right to their doorstep so they don't have to go out. Like it or not, that's where our world is. And the last thing, third thing is people in the back of their mind know they've got to drive another income stream, and they need to figure out a way to do it from home. So we've got those three things working for us like never before. We've got a company that's completely making a paradigm shift in the way business is done in the direct sales industry. We got a chance to buy ownership in it to whatever degree. And as we're making commissions, we can buy more and get it in the rinse and the wash. Guys, it is the right time, right place. So how do you get your part? You put your running shoes on with me. You make you a list, and you set a goal to go get 4 new people. And it's simple, you know, and you've heard it before, but there's never been a more important time to go do it for you. We'll continue bringing you all the communication that you need, but know this, you got a company that's exploding, and they're doing it the right way. And there's more announcements to come. Let's lock arms together and let's get all we can get. And let's go help a lot of other people get all they can get. Special times ahead. We truly are at the right place at the right time. And it truly is now. The time is now. Again, Justo Nunez, thank you so much for your servant-driven leadership. Love you so much, and thanks for being here tonight. Guys, have a great evening. Thanks for jumping on late notice. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Prospecting Zoom, I will have tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Central Time. Get you some guests on there, okay? It's going to be a great one. Talk to you later. Love you guys.
See you, everybody.
Grateful for you.
Good night. Thank you.
Brent. Thank you.
Thank you.
Fantastic.
Good night,
Have a
everybody.
great night.
Thank you.
Everybody.
Good seeing you
Good night,
tomorrow.
everybody.
That was an awesome Zoom. Thank you, Justo. Thank you,
Remember to stay
Coach.
healthy and
Great
safe.
night.
Thank you, Gusto.
Great seeing you all.
Yay.
Thank you.
Thanks, Brent.
Thank you.
Dr. Al-Sheikh says he learned of other hospitals in Europe. And the
Thanks,
US
guys.
finding the same results. Now doctors are trying to figure out why the numbers are
Have a great night. Thanks for being here.
And yes, to me, so because of that, they have less